Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Ball handed off. Tackled, but first down.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area, Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. And the Nittany Lions come up to the line in the hurry-up. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaks into the clear. Good enough for first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The Nittany Lions come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw, looking for the wide out. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wide out. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
He hands it off from the gun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. What I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Tailback takes the handoff again. Oh, and he's in the... Will he score here? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And they tack on the extra point. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Launching it. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. An explosive play. Big gain. Spotted down near the 37.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Pass hauled in inside the 15. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Went after, up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Makes a quick grab. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. There's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a two-ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
On the ground, it's Irvin. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. On the move, looking deep. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. They'll try to add to the lead now with PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. An inside give now from the shotgun. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Quick throw to his receiver. Here's a wide-open receiver complete. He has first down yardage at the 46.
I really like the throw here, Chris, but the fake off the play action was just as effective. You saw the second-level defenders freeze for a split second, and that helps open those passing windows.
Send the back in motion. And looking to throw now on first down. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Juked one tackler and picks up first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
The Nittany Lions line up on 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quick completion to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Ball handed off. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? And he crosses the 30. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Just ran away from the defense. And now here comes the point after attempt. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Let's see what their mindset is this time. They got into field goal range, but got stopped on 4th down last time. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Pass caught, 2nd down now. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Breaking free at the 35. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll throw it now. The receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's brought down there.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense. When you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback's scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
Returner decides to fair catch this. Comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The gain makes it second and medium. Running back with the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
He's looking deep here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And the PAT is good. There's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop?
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
It's a nice gain. It'll move the football up to the 27. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. Fights through the tackler. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Breaking free at midfield. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. On the run here, lets it go. And it's caught. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And the Nittany Lions lining up here on 1st and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Morris.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Bringing pressure. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Can he make it to the marker? Brought down to the 22. It's a 1st down, very near the red zone now.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. Fights off a defender. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Point after, not quite through. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possession. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Boy, the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. He made the catch, but he didn't do a good job of securing the football, and the ball comes out.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. He pulls it in for a big gain. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Another handoff to him on 2nd and goal. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. This college football playoff game is all tied up. And Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. Time running down, just one play left here in the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wide out. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick this away to get the second half going. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught quickly. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
A completion makes it 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Short throw complete to the tight end. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
So the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
Fires it to the wide out. And that's incomplete, way off target. Had a man wide open. That's on the quarterback.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's a quick grab. They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. The Buckeyes will try to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And they heave it deep downfield. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Looking for a gap, it's Irvin. Physical run earns the first down.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Fought all the way back to take the lead. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. And they'll use the ground game here. They bring him down right at the 20.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket now. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. Big gain, moves the ball across midfield to the 45.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down. We're going to throw the football. He's got it for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
First down here for this offense. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right. Man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, drops back. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? He's at the 50. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Return a pick 6. Touchdown, Ohio State. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now. Running out of time in the pocket. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Looking for his big tight end. And it's complete downfield. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This offense really clicking. So the offense flexing here and stretching their lead here in the 2nd half.
Now, that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he fields it inside the 15. He's brought down at the 28. That's where the drive will start. This should be the last play of the quarter. On first down, it's play action. Looking for the wide out. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. They don't pick up the blitzers, and it's a sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. They'll feed the back again. They'll stop him on a small gain here. Tried to run for it in third and long and came up well short. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Trying to extend the play. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth tonight.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They'll work the clock here with the running game. Finds room at the 30. And that stiff arm will help earn him the first down. Just pounding away for another big gain, Cook. You wonder if this defense is beginning to lose its will a little bit.
I think they are losing their will. You can tell by the way they're tackling. It's been a very impressive performance by this offense and by this running back. You got to believe they're just looking to add to this lead with yet another touchdown. Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Keeping it on the ground here. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. Handoff in a single back formation. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Touchdown, Ohio State. To stretch the lead, the route is on. They're set now to try the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Oh, and he's got some space here. Picks up some blocks. Can he make it? All the way for a touchdown. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He's looking to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Some hard running there through a tackle. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
That run takes it across the 30-yard line. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Well, another nice run by this running back. He's well over 100 yards now on the game. A big part of the reason that they're going to win this football game and advance to the next round.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Buckeyes will look to convert here on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. He's got it. Enough for a first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Man, I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
A timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He shreds the tackle. So they make the tackle, but will be the final play of the game as the clock gets 0-0. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.